Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, hold onto your helmets because the offseason is heating up with news that's going to drop jaws. Remember that guy who spent more time in the shadows than on the field? Well, he's back and with a hunger for the game that promises to set the field on fire. We're about to witness one of the most epic turnarounds in our recent history. Curious to find out who is the protagonist of this comeback story? Then, don't waste time. Subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications to follow every chapter of this saga that promises. The Kansas City Chiefs are expected to overhaul the wide receiver position this offseason, but one of the first moves of the winter was to bring back a familiar face. According to the NFL Transaction Wire, the Chiefs have re-signed Cornell Powell to the offseason roster, which can reach up to 90 players. Powell will be a familiar face to anyone who has followed the Chiefs during their current dynasty. He was the team's fifth-round pick in 2021 out of Clemson. With a forgettable career so far, re-signing Powell is a surprise for a unit that needs an influx of new faces, but the Chiefs are at least interested in seeing what Powell can do with another offseason of work with the team. The Chiefs have brought Powell back for another offseason after 3 forgettable years with the team. Powell never made it to the regular season with the Chiefs in his rookie year, as he was cut after the preseason. He earned a spot on the team's practice squad, and that's where he languished for the past 3 seasons, except for special teams appearances in 3 games in 2022. If there's any hope for Powell, it can be found in his own story as a highly praised recruit who ended up being overshadowed by several Clemson players on the depth chart. However, as a redshirt senior, Powell finally made a significant impact with 53 receptions, 882 yards, and 7 touchdowns, and the Chiefs signed his name on a draft card months later. At this point, Powell is at least a known entity to Dave Tubb and should be responsible for special teams duties if needed. This gives him a spot on the practice squad in case something happens to people like Justin Watson.